One thing when I think about Mach 1 and excellence is they're consistently the same. Every time we walk in, I know what I'm going to get. There's nothing that shocks me when I come in here.
And I would say the excellence has been the standard since I began a relationship with Mach 1. There's been nothing where we have had a timeline to meet in terms of a document we needed or finances we needed to deposit and so on. When we were told that there would be a certain amount of time that we expect this to take, it was followed up on. And some of those were important matters to us. And I felt like the folks here considered our important matters even more importantly here. And so they've been taking care of us.
Excellence is in the culture of the people. It's hard to describe, but you could feel it. You could see it in the office and the demeanor of the people in the firm, and it's really cool.
It's been since day one, since I started with Mach 1. It's the communication, it's the comfort level, and it's a peace of mind, which is fantastic for me, because when you're in your later years, you want comfort, you want to be able to, obviously you want to make money and continue to grow your account, but the comfort level and knowing the safety of where your money is and with the people that you're working with is fantastic.
So my main thing was to make sure that my money was going to last, and particularly for my wife, because as you know, or most people know, pensions and Social Security benefits change when you die, and your spouse is going to have a reduced income from what we've been getting while I was alive. And so David was the first one that really came out with a good plan, or I'd say we came up with a good plan.
I always enjoy meeting new people, but I remember sitting down with some of the widows that have been long-term Mach 1 customers. And I'll ask them, how long have you known the folks here at Mach 1? And some for many years. And some of them have shared with me some difficulties of losing their spouses and not knowing what they were going to do. And they had questions about finances and they weren't left with a lot of answers. And they really trusted Mach 1 to answer those questions for them. And that to me said so much in terms of integrity and excellence, because those individuals in a very vulnerable position really needed help, and they looked to their advisor and they received that help. That told me that the Mach 1 I'm working with is a place of integrity. It's a place that I want to support, because I know that there's a possibility someday that I'll be gone or Debbie will be gone, and we're going to need that help, just like some of those widows.
I just think that service is kind of over and above. You kind of walk away from your meetings with the financial managers thinking you just sat down with a friend that happened to have a lot more knowledge than you did about finances.
It is so wonderful to honestly come into a building and feel like, even though there might be new people, you're at home. You know, that they have our best interests. They care about us as a family.
Money can be kind of difficult sometimes, and it can be a slave if we allow it to be, and it's not a slave. It's really now something that is a tool to help us do things like we talked about in living generously and so on. It gives you a confidence when what was said is happening.
You know, when I was a kid, I was taught to do the best you can at everything, and I think Mach 1 has the kids that learn the same thing.